About 40 miles north of Oklahoma City in rural Logan County sits a college campus surrounded by pastures and farmland, but there's more to it than meets the eye. Langston University is Oklahoma's first and only HBCU with nearly 3,000 students across its 3 campuses in Oklahoma and with 40 undergrad and graduate degree programs.
And we are named after John Mercer Langston. A lot of people ask if we were named after Langston Hughes. No. Langston Hughes, this is Langston Hughes' uncle.
Dr. Lynn Simpson is the Dean and Director of Libraries at Langston University.
It's our 1921 yearbook. And these are some of the original buildings. And this was the first building at Langston University, this Presbyterian church.
She says what you see here today is the culmination of hard work and the dreams of former slaves and their children.
Tell me about Langston University, how it all started.
It's an interesting story to think about the Black Town movement in the state of Oklahoma. Langston is a part of that movement. Langston University came about because the people in the town of Langston who came here, you have to think about the time period. It was pre-statehood. They were either former slaves or one generation from being former slaves. They came to the state of Oklahoma because Oklahoma had the great prospect of African Americans being able to own property.
But she says owning property wasn't enough. Those who settled in Langston wanted more for their children in education. And in 1892, Langston citizens went before the Oklahoma Industrial School and College Commission petitioning for Langston to have a college.
Their children were not allowed to go to the white universities, colleges in the state. And so they said, what do we have to do to make it so that our children have a place to go?
Their efforts would pay off a few years later when the governor of the Oklahoma Territory proposed a reform bill establishing the university. It was founded as a land-grant college through the Morrill Act of 1890 and officially established through House Bill 151, March 12, 1897, named the Colored Agricultural and Normal University. But the state wouldn't make it easy. One roadblock was a requirement that citizens had to raise the money to buy the land where the university would be.
They sold baked goods like pies and cakes. They had to work with each other and say, okay, I'll give this much of my property or that much of my property.
And within a year, they managed to buy the land, and the school opened in September of 1898, starting out with about 41 students. Over time, the university has gone through some name changes and adapted with the times to prepare its students for the workforce, something those settlers in one of Oklahoma's earliest and remaining black towns envisioned over a century ago. Since then, Langston alumni have gone on to become civil rights leaders, state lawmakers, university presidents, professional athletes, and much more. Langston has also been recognized as a top 100 school for nursing, the first institution in Oklahoma to offer an accredited Doctor of Physical Therapy program, and ranking number 3 among HBCUs in affordability. Paris Jones, KOCO 5 News.